What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I said the other day that I was going to kick off this week with an Ultimate Edition. However, we did the Ringmaster instead, and so today we're going to do the Ultimate Edition. We're sticking with the Monday Night Wars theme. Now, full disclosure here, this is my second time trying to record this intro for this video, because the first time I sat here looking at the figure going, I don't really know if I want to open this. I have two versions of this figure already. I have both titles already that come with it. However, I have decided it's going to be open. I'm not a big embossed collector. I just don't open the chase variants. You know, if it was something that was extremely rare that was going to skyrocket in price or something, I probably wouldn't. I don't know that that's going to happen with this one. And I'm talking about the Monday Night Wars Lex Luger figure. We've seen the NWO Wolfpack Luger here on the channel a while back. I've got the SummerSlam Luger in his red, white, and blue stuff. So this is a plain Jane WCW Lex Luger for all intents and purposes. We got a red towel. We got titles. I don't want to think about it anymore. Let's get over to the stage and let's check him out before I change my mind about opening it again. Let's head over to the stage. All right, got Lex Luger up here on the stage. Got this great Ultimate Edition packaging. This is one of the exclusives, which we know the exclusives are always going to be red, where other figures would be white, and where other figures would be red, they are going to be white. So that's one of the ways to tell if an Ultimate Edition is an exclusive. On this one, like always, we've got the giant window in the front, so you can basically see everything it comes with. We turn to this side. We've got the awesome portrait of Luger, WCW. Here we go. August 4th, 1997. This side we just have Luger Ultimate Edition logo. There's the Monday Night Wars logo. We flip it around on the back. We've got a picture of the figure up top and a picture of Lex Luger on the bottom. We'll read the stats and then I'll go over the stuff on the little tail of the tape story stuff on the other side. Height 6'6", from Chicago, Illinois. Finisher, torture rack. Career highlights: WCW World Heavyweight Champion, WCW United States Champion. For 463 days, World Heavyweight Champion Hollywood Hulk Hogan and the New World Order ran roughshod over WCW night after night. Finally, on the 100th episode of Monday Night Nitro, a hero in the form of Lex Luger dealt a critical blow to the NWO when he made Hogan submit and brought the title back to WCW. So, very cool. As you can see, compared to the last Luger figure we had, this one very plain. We don't have any American logo flag stuff all over. No red, white, and blue. Black trunks, black knee pads, white boots. Done. So, very interesting, different version of Luger. Let's go ahead and get him out of this and take a look at what we got going on. Real quick, the sayings on the top of the box, we've got the total package, and on the bottom it says torture rack. All right, we've got Luger out of the box. I didn't get the extra hands out. I can just show you with my hand. There's one set like that with the open palm, and then the closed fist. He's got the weapon holder hands on him. Uh, didn't want to spend too much time on the hands. We've seen so many hands. It's not too important. You guys know from watching my videos that the important ones are the weapon holder hands, and that's the ones that are already on him. So I'm not going to mess too much with anything else. As you can see, we got a red towel. We've got the NWO WCW title, and then we've got the actual WCW title, and we've got a couple of heads. And you may be looking at that thinking one of those looks kind of weird. And I'm going to show you what that's all about here in just a second. So we've got a few different facial expressions here. We've got just straight serious. Then we've got the screaming. And we've got smiling. Now, the reason this one doesn't have hair is the hair is interchangeable. I know for sure this one with the ponytail will pop off. And then you can put that on different hair. What I don't know yet is if this hair pops off. But I'm pretty sure it does. Looking at it. Let's see. Yep. So, I really like that. There you go. So, in essence, what you end up with here, with them doing the interchangeable hair the way they've done it, you end up with, instead of 3 different head sculpts, almost 6, because you can put the ponytail pulled back hair on all 3, or the no ponytail hair on all 3. So very cool. I like the way they did that. I hope that's something going forward that they may want to do a lot. And on other figures that may have ball caps that they wear, I would love to see them incorporate something like this into that, to where the ball cap is molded to one hair, and then molded differently on another with no ball cap. That way the ball caps look right. That's something I've always complained about, was the fact that when you look at figures that come with a ball cap or any kind of hat, really, a lot of times the hats don't fit right because they have hair. The hat has to be made too big to fit over the hair, and that's never great. Now, the 2 championships, obviously this is from when he won the title from Hogan, which would have had the NWO spray painted on it, which he would have turned back to no spray paint, and we would have went back to big gold. And of course the towel. Luger always had a towel. Very interesting. It's a great figure. I'm going to show you the other Lex Luger figures I have here in just a second. Let's get into the articulation. It's Ultimate Edition, so you know we've got quite a bit more. Well, I don't even know if it's quite a bit more anymore, because they've upped the game so much on the elites and even the basics. But we do have the butterfly joints. We're going to have, let me see if we've got boot cut. Yes, we've got the boot cut. Really? Now I've messed him up. There is ab crunch. We've got butterfly joints on the shoulders. You calm down. There we go. And you can see with the amount of articulation, there's extra articulation in the hip joints that allow you more movement. That's why you saw I grabbed him right there and just kind of wiggled him a little bit, and next thing you know, he's standing up just like I want him to. Um, that has a lot to do with those extra hip joints in there. Um, but we got double jointed knees, double jointed elbows. I know the elbows are pinless. I think knees are also pinless. Yes. So we're running pinless on those. There's a lot of people that aren't a big fan of the pinless. They are very tight sometimes. I've had them, I've had good pinless, I've had not good. So it's kind of a crapshoot sometimes. I think it all depends on which factory they come out of um, on that. But so far, I'm digging this Lex Luger. I don't know which hair to use just yet, but I'm gonna swipe some of this away because we need to make room for some more Lex Lugers. Um, I have to say, I really love the fact that the hair is interchangeable. I didn't pay any attention to that when I first bought it and looked at at the box. Uh, and I was like, when I was opening it, I was like, well, I wonder if both hairstyles are interchangeable or just one. You know, a lot of times you may see that, and there still be one that hair doesn't change on that, but it's not. We got fully interchangeable hairstyles. I really like that. I hope that's something we see more of. Uh, I think that's something that they could really benefit from on doing some of the female wrestlers as well. Um, so, very interested to see where they go with all that. Now, as far as my other Lex Luger figures, here is my other WCW one. This is the, well, try that shit again. Once again, here is my other WCW Lex Luger. It's the NWO Wolfpack Luger. And then we have the one from the SummerSlam set last year. And this is what I think of when I think of Lex Luger. So for me, that is when I'm thinking Lex Luger. That's what I see. I see the stars and stripes. I see red, white, and blue. So when I saw that figure released, I knew that was coming home with me. The NWO Wolfpack Luger was a bargain hunt find. I know the Chase Collector also got one of those back when we found those. That's been a couple years ago. So that was the first Lex Luger figure I got. The other two are the most recent. But now I have two different WCW versions, one WWE or F, more like it, but one version for the other side. Very, very cool the way they've done it. I like this Ultimate Edition. You could see kind of the difference in the articulation there. It seems like we may have. Is there more arm articulation? Yeah, maybe. I know the butterfly joint. I'm not going to take them off the stands, but I still really like this. And with this right here, we're still looking at three different hairstyles on these three figures because I've got the hair pulled back. This is a little bit shorter hair Luger. And then, of course, this, and we've practically got that same hairstyle with this Ultimate Edition. But there is my Lex Luger collection as of now. Going into the Hall of Fame. Now, speaking of that, here's a very good question. I'm very curious to hear what you guys may think. Uh, you know, Luger's fixing to go in the Hall of Fame. We've had a lot of Hall of Fame inductions. What would you guys think of a um, do a store exclusive series? I don't know what store, but Hall of Fame series, kind of like Funko has done, but you got him in his whatever suit he wore at the Hall of Fame, or he or she, whoever it is, and their like Hall of Fame plaque thing. I think it'd be really cool to do a series like that. Are they? Does that fall into the realm of wrestling figures? Not necessarily, but when you have collectors that will want to build awesome diorama type stuff, I mean, it'd be really cool to have them all in their suits and have a Hall of Fame set up. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys would think. Would that be a cool series to have? Start doing some of them in their induction ceremony gear, and they come with a little plaque. And you could do the podium as the build a figure on one of them if you wanted to. You know, there's some cool stuff could be done with that. I'd just be curious to hear what you guys think about that idea. And if you like it, let's tag Mattel and let's tell them that's what we want to do. Anyways, I think that's going to do it for this one. Ultimate Edition, Monday Night Wars, Lex Luger. There's no cloth goods other than the little towel, so there's not much need to do a lot of interchanging. And I showed you the heads. There's not a whole lot to do. To be perfectly honest, it is very plain, but it is exactly what it's supposed to be. We got 2 titles with it, never a bad thing. But in the grand scheme of things, just looking at the figure as right here, very plain. As you can see, the other 2, at least we got the red and black. We got the shirt and some color, and then with the other Luger, we got the red, white, and blue and all that. So on that aspect, this is a very plain figure. On the other aspects, with the articulation, the interchangeable hair, coming with 2 titles, it's a very great figure. Whatever you use your criteria to judge. I can't talk this morning. Whatever your criteria is to judge on whether or not you would like the figure, that's the information that you got to go on now. I like it. I think it's a good one. Again, no. Well, he'll probably replace my Wolfpack Luger on my shelf, maybe. I don't know yet. I don't have a lot of room in my NWO shelf, or my WCW shelf. WCW, NWO, whatever you want to call it. So I'll pick one of them and keep it in there. But y'all, if y'all know, you've watched long enough, you'll know I'm an Ultimate Edition whore. So I love these Ultimate Editions. They're like, I initially said I wasn't buying anything but Ultimate Editions, and well, we all know I've failed that miserably. But I have bought a ton of them. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's probably only a handful of Ultimate Editions in existence that I'm actually missing of the regular releases. Now, the couple of exclusives like the Cody and the Logan Paul, I don't have those and probably will never. Not that big an interest in those. But anywho, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of Lex Luger, and what would you think of a Hall of Fame series of figures. I don't know, maybe it's not that appealing to everybody else, but if you hadn't already, smash that like button for me. Help support the channel so we can keep doing more and more unboxings. And of course, every Sunday live, 7 p.m. Central. check out the podcast. Have a great show. Hope to see you there. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have those notification bells turned on so you don't miss that podcast. We have a great time. Come talk some wrestling with us. Also, check out our other channels right here on YouTube. We've got Gladiator Toys. That's where all the rest of my action figures and toys that I collect show up. And then check out the Chase Collector. That's the other half of Gladiator Wrestling Podcast. Check his channel out. He's been doing all kinds of cool stuff. He's opening up Chase variant figures and starting to collect other Chase figures from other figure lines and series. So make sure you're checking that out. Show a little support. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Gladiator out.